Hello, beautiful people. It's Cecilia. I'm going to do my nails and talk about self-abandonment, which is literally the biggest disease in our entire reality. Self-abandonment and lack of self-love is literally separation. And when we're separate in ourselves, separation occurs in the external, in the collective. We must heal this separation in ourselves before anything else can be solved. So self-abandonment is truly our only issue that we have here. And I'll help you recognize it in yourself, and you can be on your way and know what to do to not abandon yourself. So, self-abandonment is whenever you shame yourself, guilt yourself, hate yourself, do things for others, whenever you are living your life for other people, whenever you are living your life for an image, whenever you are doing anything that is not fully and wholly aligned with your highest good. And your highest good can only occur when you are feeling good within. Your highest good does not mean punishing yourself to appease others. Your highest good is never, ever, ever gonna feel bad. And anything that feels bad is literally just because you are abandoning yourself. And we're human, we do this. So that's why it's important to learn when we do this, so we cannot, because nobody else is going to ever solve this problem for you. And this is your only problem you will ever have in your entire existence, is when you are abandoning yourself and not listening to your heart, not listening to your soul, not treating yourself with love and respect and worthiness, when you are not viewing yourself as you should, as God does, as the universe does, through the eyes of love. And how we can see when we're abandoning ourselves. We do it all the time. That's why there's so many problems in the world. Anytime you are mad at somebody else, as a human, you are likely projecting onto them. So let's say you're mad at somebody for, and it's not just anger, it's upset, it's shame, it's guilt, it's rage, it's all of these different things that you can feel that aren't love towards another or towards yourself. But let's say you're mad that your spouse is not listening to you when you're feeling emotional. You feel unheard, and your partner is not listening to you and not taking your emotions seriously. You are focusing on your partner and what they're thinking of you instead of on yourself. In that moment, you are projecting your own abandonment of your own emotions onto your partner or whoever you're projecting it onto. If you are upset with anybody for not listening to you, where are you not listening to yourself? And this doesn't mean we have to keep putting ourselves in situations with people who are clearly disrespecting us. This is not about tolerating disrespect and abuse because we're projecting onto people. This is not about putting ourselves in bad situations and excusing behavior. This is about, okay, if I'm upset with my partner for not showing up for me emotionally, I can't force this person to show up for me emotionally. Where am I not showing up for myself emotionally? That you can see in focusing on that other person not showing up for you. You are then putting your focus on them instead of yourself. You are in that moment not showing up for yourself. And that is just one of a million examples. Another way you can abandon yourself, not following your heart. Your heart is telling you to do something. Your heart is telling you to take an action. Yes? Thank you. Just got a little meal delivered. Your heart is telling you to take action on something. Your heart is just telling you to go in a direction. Your heart is maybe telling you that someone's not treating you right. Whatever it is. Whoever it is. It doesn't matter. If you're not listening to your heart, if you're not listening to your soul, if you're not listening to your intuition, and you are doing something because somebody else is telling you that's the way you should live life, you're abandoning yourself. You are not living your true purpose here. And in abandoning yourself, you are not helping that other person who's trying to keep you safe by keeping you small. That's self-abandonment, is listening to what other people think is right for us over what we think is right for us. Because there's a part of us that knows deep down what's right for us. And this isn't to say there's a lot of nuance to be brought with all of this. There's a lot of discernment. There's a lot of, intuition. Do what feels right for you. This isn't to say to ignore all advice, ignore what other people think or say if you agree with it. This isn't to say ignore people, but if somebody is trying to tell you to live in a way that feels wrong to you and you do, you have nobody to blame but yourself. You are the only one responsible for the life that you are living, the actions that you are taking, the decisions that you are making. It is up to you. And there are going to be people, I've heard this in my life so many times, and I didn't listen anyway, and I feel like I am the happiest I have ever been. So many times people have told me, if I've told them about a dream that I have, a direction I want to go in, a decision I'm going to make, I have heard, that's not realistic. That's not the way the world works. That's not how you're supposed to do things. You need to grow up. You need to think about things realistically. You need to do this. You need to do that. I've heard that from so many different people. And if I had grown up and done things how they think realistic is in their own view of reality, I'd be miserable. So I didn't listen to them. And I continued to follow my heart. And guess who that was on? That was on me. That was on me to make that decision. That was not on anyone else. I had to make that decision for myself. Even when the entire world, close friends, family, people were projecting their own limitations onto me, I had to choose not to listen. And if I were to listen to them instead of listening to my heart, I'd be abandoning myself, and I would be contributing to the separation, not just in myself, but in this entire world. Because if everybody were truly following their hearts, if everybody were truly living authentically, following what lights their soul on fire, doing what lights them up, listening to their passion, trusting their intuition, not prioritizing other people's opinions of them, even if it's friends, even if it's family, even if it's your own spouse, even if it's your children. If you are not prioritizing your thoughts over others and you're abandoning yourself, you're gonna be miserable, and misery creates this ripple effect. If you are listening to yourself instead of living in this box that whoever, whatever thinks that you should be in, if you are living true to yourself, living passionately, lit up, you are going to be a light in the world. You are going to give to everybody. You're going to give a gift to everyone you're around, and that is your joy. That is your presence. That is your vibration. You are going to be effortlessly giving to the world when you are living by your truth, by your heart. And you are not going to be effortlessly giving to the world when you are living, abandoning yourself, when you're living for others, when you are living by others' limitations and lack and expectations, when somebody tells you you're, whatever, when somebody's projecting onto you, whatever it is, you're this, you're that, you're this way, you're that way, you're a failure, you're a problem, you're a mean, whatever somebody's telling you, it's their own self-abandonment they're trying to put onto you. Don't take it in. But whatever somebody's telling you, if you take it in and you believe it, if you believe anything less than you are perfect and worthy and amazing and designed divinely, and you are exactly who you are meant to be, and you are exactly where you're meant to be, if you believe anything less than that, it's a lie, and you are then abandoning yourself. Every single thing comes into our lives to help us recalibrate to this divine perception of ourselves, of our perfection as humans, and the love that is here for us. And when we can live in this love for ourselves, this deep, unconditional love and trust in ourselves and honoring ourselves and accepting ourselves, that's how we can change ourselves, and that's how we can change the world. Because the world is seriously messed up because everybody is listening to what everybody else is saying they should do. Everybody is listening to everybody else's opinions of who they are and what's right and wrong, and nobody's listening to their hearts. Not nobody. It's just not everybody. And that is the solution here, is everybody just listen to your heart. And you can only ultimately do that for yourself. Nobody can listen to your heart for you. You have to take this journey alone, even if nobody understands you. The more you tune into your heart and trust it and listen to it and be guided by it, the more effortlessly happy you'll be. The more things will work out for you. The more abundance and love and joy and magic will be in your life. And I have seen it in mine, but it starts with you noticing when you're abandoning yourself and bringing your power back and bringing your love and respect back to yourself and bringing it back over and over and over. Whenever we are angry at somebody, upset, hurt, whatever it is, it's okay to feel these things. Let yourself feel them. Whenever we're angry at someone, though, how dare they tell me to live my life that way? If you're focusing your anger on that person, take a step back and ask yourself, where am I not living my life in the way I want to be? Where am I focusing my energy on this other person's opinion of me instead of focusing it on myself? Take a step back and look where you're abandoning yourself, because we have been taught to do it and we have to teach ourselves not to, because we deserve better. And that's another important part of it. You deserve love. You deserve to live true to your heart. You deserve beauty. You deserve the best in life. And you have to come from change from this space of knowing that you are worthy. You can't shame yourself into change. You can't guilt yourself into change. That is self-abandonment. So the key is love. Love for yourself. And when you can find that love for yourself, it will flow out into the rest of your life, your world, your reality, your relationships. If you have no idea where to start with this, or you want to step in the right direction, let's just say a prayer right now. So feel free to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. God, source, creator, may the separation in ourselves be healed. May we know our beauty. May we know our absolute worthiness of all things good. May we know our perfection as you created us. May we know that the separation has been healed. May we recognize when we are abandoning ourselves and be able to find that wholeness, that oneness within ourselves quickly and easily. Let us see ourselves as you see us, through the eyes of love. Let us find love in our hearts, compassion, forgiveness, and strength, and trust in ourselves. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for showing us the way to true peace, joy, happiness, self-love, self-fulfillment. Thank you. And there you go. If you seriously set the intention that you do not want to abandon yourself any longer, and you're ready to truly honor yourself and your desires and who you are as a being, who you are as love incarnated, if you're ready to do that, the way is already here. It has already happened. So just continue and be gentle and loving and kind to yourself at every single step. And when you're not, come back to being gentle with yourself and say, it's okay, I'm learning. I don't need to beat myself up for messing up. I'm learning. Get back into it. You can only be in one energy at a time, and you can't be in the energy of love if you're hating yourself, if you're abandoning yourself. You cannot be in the energy of love if you're not in it with yourself first. So bring that with you today. Bring this knowing of your worthiness, and know that it's all working out for your highest good. There's nothing to fear. It's all good. God's here with us right now, and God is this beautiful red nail polish. Thank you so much for joining me. Learn to recognize when you're abandoning yourself. Literally anytime you are upset, anytime you're not at peace, you've abandoned yourself, and you can find your way back within in an instant. It's not always easy, but love your way back to that space, and it'll be easier. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.